Larry Wilmore has made a name for himself in comedy on shows like In Living Color and The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, among many others. He also served as Jon Stewart's senior black correspondent, as he called himself. That was on The Daily Show. Now he's making waves with The Nightly Show with Larry Wilmore. That's in Stephen Colbert's old time slot. Take a look.
We're getting ready for Super Bowl Sunday. I don't want to take sides here, but it's between the Seahawks and the Cheaters. We're talking Cosby. We'll answer the question, did he do it? The answer will be yes. Before we get in too deep on this, though, I need to be clear about something. I voted for Obama because he's black. Okay? I'm just clearing it up.
And Larry Wilmore is in studio with us this morning. Larry, good to see you.
Thank you, Willie. Good seeing you, Tim.
So 1 month in now.
Yes.
For people who haven't seen it, how do you describe it? I think there's a little Meet the Press meets Daily Show. How do you talk to people about the show?
Yeah, it is kind of like that. You know, The Daily Show is kind of like the answer to the nightly news. Colbert is kind of the answer to opinion news. We're the answer to that kind of talk news, you know, Meet the Press. This week, that kind of thing, you know.
There's obviously a lot of talk, because it was Stephen Colbert's time slot previously, that you were filling his shoes. Do you see it that way at all, or are you doing something completely different?
It's more like I'm filling his underwear. It's more... It's
literally,
like,
actually,
yes,
which is weird.
Yes, I'm wearing them right now, as a matter of fact. Yeah. No, all it is his time slot. You have to do your own thing when you're in there, you know, because there's no way you can replace somebody like Stephen. What he did was just too crazy. I mean, he was doing a character for 9 years. So I had to go in with my own thing and establish, you know, my own rhythm and do that. We
were talking backstage about what a grind any daily show is.
Absolutely.
Has that been a bit of a surprise to you?
Yes, I've just learned to be fat and happy. That's what, you know, I tried to lose the weight, and I thought, no, Larry, just stay right there. Portly is what you have to be comfortable with when you're doing a daily show.
And it's working for you.
Oh, Portly's working fantastic for me right now.
I remember when the news came out that you were getting your own show. I was very excited because I've been a fan of yours for a long time. And it was initially called The Minority Report.
That's right.
And I remember when you changed the name, you alluded to the fact that you didn't want this to be known as a show about race.
Yeah, because we found out we really didn't like minorities when we started doing the show. We thought, why would we do a show for people we don't really care that much about? You know, let's make it the nightly show. You know, everything that happens in the night, we're huge fans of. So that's how we came up with the name. No, actually, it was Fox that picked up a show called Minority Report, and they said, no, you can't do that. So we just went with nightly show. You know?
Well, there is some element to the changing of the name. I know you joke about it, and a lot of people have said, okay, now we've got the first African-American man holding down one of our late-night slots. Do you think about that, or does that come from other people?
When you say holding down, that sounds a little aggressive to me, really. I'm not sure what the imagery
Sitting in the big chair.
Larry Wilmore was forcibly holding down a spot in late night.
But does that matter to you? Or does that come from people who talk about TV?
No, I mean, it's great. You know, if you're there and you're able to be a symbol for other people, I think that's fantastic. But Arsenio really broke the mold first. Yeah. He was there in late night. I always feel he kind of brought hip-hop into television, Arsenio in A Living Color. So he blazed the trail for a lot of people in late night. So I'm just kind of following in that footstep, but doing it in a little different way.
Okay, now you've got a segment on the show, Keep It 100.
Yes.
100% real.
100% real.
Okay, so you throw out to your panel sometimes a very difficult question, and they'd better answer. They're going to get booed from the crowd and get some weak tea from you.
That's exactly
Okay, so let me throw one at you.
Okay. All right.
Funnier and more talented, Jon Stewart or Stephen Colbert?
Which one is which?
No, which one of the two is funnier and more talented?
Funnier and more talented. I think Jon would agree with me that there are very few people who are funnier and more talented than Stephen Colbert.
So it's Colbert.
Stephen Colbert breathes in oxygen and exhales funny. That's what Stephen Colbert is. Jon's really not that funny. People don't know. He's really not.
Okay.
He's not. You know, he's kind of curmudgeon-y, you know. It comes out seeming funny on TV, but if you sat right here, you go, God, I don't get it.
Really?
I really don't get it.
He's pulled one over on the American people all these years. Yeah. Were you stunned by that news, by the way, when he announced he was leaving?
I was very stunned. I was devastated, like a lot of people. Jon's meant so much, I think, to so many people. But I get it. You know, at a certain point, you feel like you're kind of done. You know, and you want to move on. You're excited about other things. He wants to have dinner with his family, as he said. I understand all those things. You know, it makes sense. So we're definitely going to miss him, but he's not gone yet.
He's not gone yet.
Right.
And you're just getting started. Larry, you deserve all the success coming your way, man.
Oh, thanks.
The show is so much fun. You can catch the nightly show Monday through Thursday nights on Comedy Central.